Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Your girl Michelle is here. And on my channel, we talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and how to get through some tough times. And speaking of tough times, with the way the world is right now, it is March of 2022. And man, can you imagine if we go back to 2020 right now? I can't believe it's been 2 years already since this pandemic. But anyway, because we're speaking of the pandemic, you are here because you are wanting to know why your manifestations are not happening, or maybe whether you can really manifest anything good when there's a worldwide crisis going on. And the answer is yes. The universe is an intelligence. There is nothing that stops this from working. There's nothing that turns the magnet off. If anything, your mantra should be, why am I the girl or guy that's manifesting when there's chaos going on in the world? Why am I still so abundant? And I feel so grateful that I am, even though there's this going on in the world. And then you lean into, what can I do with my abundance? How can I help the world? What if you are that person that has been working on your vibration and attracting all this money so you could use it for good? So you are here, you have come across this video at the most perfect time, because you've been stressing about your manifestations and why they're not coming, and can I really manifest during a time like this? And the answer is yes, you can. And I have one tip that is going to help you accelerate that process, and you will be an instant manifester, meaning when you think it, it will show up. And I've done this many times in my life. I've manifested people knocking on my door. I've manifested meals being paid for. I've manifested $30,000. And in this video, I'm going to share a little bit about that $30,000. But first, I want to share the one tip that will accelerate your process. And I write all of my manifesting down in my journals. I have a journal line on Amazon. This is my latest one, Feeling Grateful for the Little Things. When your manifestation is so close, or you are starting to imagine what you want to manifest, open up a journal, write down, I'm so grateful now that, and you write your manifestation. I'm so grateful now that I'm making $10,000 a month. I'm so grateful now that my dream partner has knocked on my door and he's here or she is here, and she makes me feel amazing. So once you have that written in your journal, description box, if you want to buy one of mine, they have awesome magic in it. Once you do that, you close the journal, you put it on a shelf. Then you go and lay your cute little self on a bed, on a couch, on a floor, and you rest in a meditation with, you can have like light music on in the background, and you're going to do something called an Imaginal Act. This is going to change your life. This is going to enhance your manifesting skills. You are going to lay there and you are going to run through the exact scenario that you wish to attract. You are going to imagine that $10,000 being deposited into your bank account. You're going to imagine that dream person while you're laying on the couch. They're going to come up to the couch and they're going to snuggle next to you and they're going to say, do you want coffee? Can I make you breakfast? As if you've just woke up in the morning and they are wanting to nurture you. Whatever your desires are. For me, it's coming home from a long day of doing intuitive readings or being out in the world or filming, and my husband has a bath already drawn for me with rose petals and candles lit and just yummy food cooking or something. That would be like ultimate. And I lay on my couch and I imagine that over and over and over again. When you are putting your mind in the moment of the experience, it doesn't know the difference whether you're actually experiencing it or whether you're just imagining it. So when we put our mind and our self-concept, how we feel about ourselves, how we see us living our lives, when we shift into our manifestation in here, the universe has no choice but to align it. It just then is a matter of time. So as if you could do this 10 minutes, twice a day, once a day, as much as you can. Maybe while you're driving, you're imagining that check being handed to you, whatever the amount of money is. Maybe you're taking a shower and you're imagining it. So you're putting yourself in the situation to receive and experience and feel and use all of your senses as you're experiencing your manifestation. Feel the joy of it, feel the excitement, feel the love, feel the, I fell to my knees crying because I just got my mortgage paid for type of excitement. And that happened to a client of mine. So right now I'm going to dive into 2 manifestation stories. So these will be a little bonus to our video. So the one tip that will accelerate your manifesting is imaginal acts. Put yourself in the state that you're receiving it, and imagine all the senses while you're doing it, how it feels, how it smells, how it tastes, the joy that you feel. Okay. Imaginal acts is the key. First manifestation story. This is one that I heard from one of my favorite spiritual teachers, Abraham Hicks. And she was talking about how there was a woman who wanted to manifest $20,000. And she wrote it down, she did her imaginal acts, and then she let it go. She said, the universe has got me. I don't need to worry about when it's coming, how, whatever. It's up to the universe. Well, 2 weeks later, and she said 2 weeks, $20,000 in 2 weeks. I think it was less than a week and a half later, she got a call from an old company that she used to work for. And they were like, hey, ma'am, you have a pension with our company and you have some leftover funds in there. We would like to disperse them to you. And she asked them how much it was. $22,000. So within 2 weeks, because her vibration was so clear, because she did her imaginal acts, because she asked for it, she closed her journal, put it on a shelf, and forgot about it. She placed her order with the universe, and boom, it showed up. It is possible. You can manifest anything during this time. It just all depends on where you are in your body, where you are in your mind. So your self-concept has to be, I am the girl that manifests everything. I am the guy who always gets what he wants. I am the guy that manifests things instantly. I am the girl that can think a thought and it's here. Start believing that and start living that and repeat that mantra in your mind. All right, my $30,000 story. Very briefly, I'm going to do a whole video on this. So I was teaching for 17 years and I kept saying, I want to reach more kids. I want to reach more kids with my lessons. I just loved what I was teaching. I endured the loss of my 2-month-old daughter, and I learned so much in the past 9 years through that loss. And I wanted to share it with more kids because I wasn't taught how to deal with loss or how to be mindful or how to meditate or how to attract anything. I didn't know our thoughts created our reality. So my mission now is to teach young kids this. And I just wanted to reach further than the 4 walls that I was teaching in. Well, the universe showed up. 2 months later, I get a DM on Instagram. A girl I used to play field hockey with in college randomly DMs me and says, hey, do you want to create a virtual mindfulness program? And it was one of those oh shit moments. Like, I don't know how to film. It was before I was doing YouTube. And I just was like, oh, it's one of those things you say yes, and then you figure it out later. So I jumped in, the universe brought it to me. And I had like so many synchronicities and numbers and signs 2 days prior that I made a list of all of them. There was like 50 of them. So I was tracking the manifestation. I knew it was coming. But I just didn't know what it was going to be. Well, fast forward 4 months later, my first paycheck, listen to this, my first paycheck for that one program that I only spent about maybe 4 weeks creating. I did 4 weeks of work and I only worked at night because I was teaching during the day and then I would go film at night. So I probably worked for 4 weeks. I had an editor do all the editing for me because I didn't know how yet. Within 4 months of only 4 weeks of work, because it took me a while to gather all of my tools to figure out what I wanted to create, my first check, $29,730, just about 30,000, right? What are the odds that I get brought this opportunity? I take action on it. I do it really quickly. And I kept saying, I want to make $30,000 effortlessly. I literally only had to work for like 4 weeks and only at night. Wild, right? So within 5 or 6 months, I manifested $30,000 and I got my wish. I got to inspire kids all over the world. My program is now in schools and after school programs all over the US and Canada. I think I'm in 350 schools now. How awesome is that? And I get to share what I learned through my loss and my experience. So the universe is magical. It wants to bring you your desires. We just don't know how it's going to show up. But we have to take action when we get these opportunities. And in my other videos, 10 signs your manifestation is done, 3 unexpected signs your manifestation is on the way, 5 signs your manifestation is on the way. They're all linked below. Go watch those videos if you want to learn how I knew that my manifestation was coming, like all the signs that I saw. So that woman manifesting $22,000 in 2 weeks, me manifesting $30,000, and more importantly, leaving a mark on the world and inspiring kids everywhere, which was my divine manifestation. The 30,000 was just like a plus. For me to do that, it was so cool to know that now I can trust the universe is going to bring me my next endeavor if I just ask for it. So I encourage all of you, do your imaginal acts. Whatever it is you're dreaming up and you're wanting for yourself, get excited because the universe is going to bring you something 10 times better. But you first have to figure out what it is you want and put yourself in the scenario of receiving it. I would lay there and I would just imagine the 30,000 in my bank account. I would imagine it and I would imagine it and it would just be there and I would see it all the time. And then in December of 20, I think it was 2020, that's when I got my first paycheck. And I literally saw $30,000 in my checking account only for a short, like 5 months later. Crazy, right? So awesome. All right, lovies, I hope you enjoyed this. Please take these tools with you. You can manifest during any time, whether there's chaos, whether it's quiet, it doesn't matter. There is an intelligence out there that wants to bring you your desires. You have to just have faith and trust and get out of your own way and let it all come to you. My mentor always says, your every hope, your every wish, your every dream is meant to become your reality. Let's make it happen. All right, peace out, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.